Welcome to Rangers Radio on the Matchday show, the world's one and only unique live phone-in show for Rangers supporters all over the world. Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox Chair, on the show this afternoon as we build up to Rangers' first home game in brackets. To Motherwell is Albert. Afternoon, Albert.
Afternoon, mate. How are you?
All right, mate. All right. I believe you've got today's team.
I have indeed, mate. I have indeed. Today's team is Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Proper, Ridvan, Diamondi, Barn, Lawrence, and up front is number 23, our favourite player, Mr. Wright, Cerny, and Dessers. Substitutes are Kelly, Matondo, Dowell, Sterling, Yefte, Balogun, King, McCausland, and Danilo. You can have his name right.
All right. I suppose people, the main talking point will be that Proper's making his debut, yeah, and also Cherny's making his first start. Albert, third game in a week, but his first start, yeah.
Aye, that's what we're always screaming about. Well, not screaming about, but wanting to see. So he's brought them into the team. Let's see what they can do. The boys already paid back some of the money we're paying them when that cross on Tuesday. Certainly. Let's see what Proper can do now. I hope the boys are good. I know nothing about them, mate. Can't pass comment, but we'll see the day.
Even if you do know about them, mate, and you think you're getting success, it's guaranteed nothing. There's luck, there's injuries, there's where you go with your teammates, how well the rest of the team play, can control a transfer. Yeah.
You're right, mate. Some people just works out right away. You can see it. Some people. It doesn't. Good and bad players, it doesn't make any difference. Some clubs are just ideal for a player. Nobody knows why. They just seem to fit, don't they? And other players don't. So you're right. It's luck. If they know how to get it, if they could get it right every time, I'm sure they would. But there's no team can do that. So we'll see what you see.
Aye, I'm looking forward to seeing him. You know, I'm hoping that his distributions, which we're certainly hoping are the worst. They're not the best, but if he brings it out and makes active passes, it pushes that midfield up more, mate, and then closes that gap and hopefully we do more attacking.
Yeah, I'm hoping he's solid, mate. That's what I'm looking for. Now, it might be a bit rusty, it might take a wee bit to settle in. Like the boy in Salah, very first pass, he gave it away straight to an opposition right on the 18-yard line. But he battled back, so a bit rusty. But if he settled into it, and I'm hoping this boy just settles in. It's one of the ones. But football's football. You mean you think yourself pointed it out during the week? It's a game of football you're playing. No, I mean you're not asking them to come in and start playing rugby or golf or something. You're 30 years of age and you've spent your career playing football. So, and it's football. It's the same the world over, mate. Nothing changes.
No. What's your expectations for the day, Albert?
A victory, obviously. Looking for a victory. I mean, we need to start winning games and a bit of improvement. And I hope it's just steady improvement for now and going forward. Not just today, but week on week, game on game. So I'm looking for a bit of improvement and a victory.
And you see us will still be lining up 4-2-3-1, yeah?
Yeah. He seems to be set in his ways with that one. He seems to be not going to want to change his mind, but that's the way I see it, mate. I think we could debate it all day long. It's not going to change. It's the way he wants to play it. I don't particularly like it. I'm with you. I think it leaves us wide open. But there you go.
I don't know if it should in these kind of games, mate. Yeah?
Well, it's a long ball usually in these games. A big punt up the park. It usually causes us problems with this game and other games like this. And if they're aggressive on the press or aggressive over the park, we seem to struggle with that in the past. Don't get me wrong. If the referees doing what they should be doing, it shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that difficult. But it's the Scottish referees, mate. You know what's happening. So they're allowed to be a bit over the top, a bit aggressive. So we need to start matching that. We really do need to start matching that, mate. But I don't see it being much of a problem, Motherwell today. But again, they were not a bad team last season in spells. I think they'd be spells, didn't they? They played well against us at Ibrox. All right, they kicked us off the park, but they did play well as well and scored 2 good goals. But goals that we shouldn't have been conceding, but we did. It's just we're 40. That's our weakness, isn't it? Same type of goal.
I'm not going to name the Motherwell team, but can you ever go at a couple of the players?
No.
Number 8, number 14.
Never read it. Number 8, where is he? 14, where's 14? Oh, what's that? Stata Mamala Populus or something.
Okay, they've got Oxford, Adele, Casey, Gordon, McGinn, Seddon, Molson, Zavaruski, Halliday, Miller, and then I just stab along for Paulus, which is Greek, or maybe Cypriot, yeah. So I don't know a lot about them. There's players we know on there. We've heard a lot about Liam Miller. Obviously, we know Andy Halliday. We've come up against McGinn enough in my career, and of course, the boy O'Donnell's been about forever. I don't know their goalie, but I should know him. Oxborough.
He's. I don't know if that's their strongest team. I mean, all the rumours were they'll get 8 injuries and blah blah blah, and all the nonsense of the day or misinformation or whatever it is. But it doesn't look. I don't know their team, but the boy Miller wasn't supposed to be fit enough. I had big doubt for the day's game. There you are, bang on. Andy Halliday. I didn't know Andy Halliday signed for them.
Last season, mate. Last season. Yes. Right, okay, hot off the press. I'll be hot off the press as we move into the final 10 minutes. The Super 6, there was 4 games started early, 2 up and 2 down, so the pressure's on, mate.
So he's got 10 minutes. How many goals does he need in that 10 minutes for the 2 games?
He needs a couple, mate, in one, and he needs, let me just make sure I get it right, mate. And it's a couple in one and one in another, mate. Yeah.
One in the other. That's reasonable.
Aye. The other one needs 2 goals. All right. So that's an update on Southside Super 6. So as we said last night, it's no gambling; it's donations.
Aye. Okay. You've not got a problem. You take Southside's tips. No, I mean it is a donation.
Aye.
Going to a good cause. Some bookie's pocket.
Yeah. Right, people join us all the time, Albert. Before we get the phone lines open, let's hear the team.
The team is Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Proper, Ridvan, Diomande, Barron, Lawrence, Wright, Kearney and Dessers. Substitutes Kelly, Matondo, Dowell, Sterling, Jeffrey, Balogun, King, McCausland and Danilo.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Thoughts, mate?
I'm happy enough with the team. It's the team. And obviously, one player's in it that we don't think should be in it. But apart from that, it's just to touch on the substitutes. That Matondo needs to hang his head in shame, man. It really does. He should be in this team. They should all be chasing him for that jersey. He shouldn't be chasing a reserve left back and Scott Wright for that position. That's just, there's something no right there. So apart from that, I'm happy with the team.
If you put Cortez in it, mate, he's 4th choice.
He's 4th choice. I mean, I thought I don't know much for paying him, but it's reported with a lot of money. And he's our 4th choice. We're a 4th choice outside left. No, I think somebody needs to have a word in his shell, like, mate. Definitely. Do something with him because he needs to understand why he's there and stop pretending that he's a professional football player. In actual fact, all he's doing is picking up a big wage packet. But anyway, apart from that, the team itself, I'm happy. I'm happy with the team, mate. It's about as strong as we could make it, I suppose.
I'm hoping to see Danilo at some point today, yeah?
Aye, well, something seems to be strange with that man as well. But he keeps putting him on the bench, so they must be close to something. But he's never going to get fit unless we put him on the park. But the Hearts game, I don't think he had an opportunity to put him. He'd had an opportunity for the result-wise, but I don't think he's wanting to risk him in a high-tempo, hard-fought game like that. And the Tuesday game against Kiev, he's not going to risk him on that because again, it's a high-tempo, high-pressurised game. And he's wanting to slowly but surely bring him back into the team with maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes is all over the place. The day, depending how the game pans out, is an ideal opportunity to start bringing him back into the team to get him the minutes. And I think he wanted to wait till you get to Hampden Hampden before we start bringing him on to bring him back in. So I'm hoping that's the case, mate, because he's going to be near enough, no match fitness, but fit to actually go on the park. But we'll put it this way: we can't go with Dessers alone all season. That will not work. That simply won't work. He needs backup, and it needs to be Danilo. I think we actually need another centre forward, mate. Not to deviate for the conversation of the game today, but I definitely think we need another centre forward.
What type would you go for? Just quickly.
A big, robust one. One that can hold the ball up, mate. One that can bring players into play. Bit of pace would be ideal, but somebody that can get hold of that ball and just rumble defences up and hold the play up and bring people in. Because Lawrence is the type of player that will play off you. He'll feed you, but he'll also play off you. And the players that we're bringing in, Cortez, I think it's the same thing. I think the boy Cherny is the exact same thing. They'll play off you, but you've got to have somebody to hold the ball up. You can't just ping the ball and it keeps coming back at you, which happens a lot with the big man. But I'm not going to go in his case. He scored a wonderful goal there during the week, man, and got us a brilliant result. We're not a finished article. I'm not saying we're through or anything like that, but he's kept us in the tie, put it that way. And aye, but we definitely need that. We need another centre forward. I don't know, how do you feel about it? Do you think we need one?
When you're looking at this now, obviously the young boys disappeared, so you've only got two, and one of them's not fit. I understand your rationale. So you're one that can run up mid-handle, hold it up like Alfie, and scores goals like Marco Negri.
Aye, and I won it for 50,000.
All right, fair enough. Aye, I know what you mean, mate. Pace and power, you know.
You need a presence up there, mate. You need somebody to lead the line, properly lead. Look, Haley used to lead the line, things like that. You need somebody to lead our line, a focal point, somebody that will do, if you get the ball goes up, you know there's more than a 50-50 chance of sticking up there and you'll get something. You'll make something, or he'll hold it up for somebody. At the moment, it's like ping pong, no? I mean, it's if we fire the long ball up, he never seems to go in the end of that ball. It's not his type of play, so I'm not blaming him for that. But there's also ones that the passages I play, we play through the lines and we get to him, and it seems to, not all the time, but it seems a lot to break down when it gets to him. Maybe it's noticeable, the ones that break down. We don't sort of give him the credit for the ones that don't break down, and he actually he helps contribute to the play. But it just seems that it breaks down a hell of a lot with him. And a lot of it is unforced errors. That's the one that gets me. The unforced ones are the one. It's different if it's people climbing over the top of him, or somebody's wrestling with him, where he's got to fight for the ball and then pass the ball under pressure. But we're saying he's no go to the pressure, he just gives the ball away. That does my head. Not just for him, for any player, it does my head in.
Aye, I get it, mate. I get it. It can be frustrating. And also, you know, if you've got a move and people spring forward, you know, you can end up defending. I think it was the Man United game. He gave the ball away to halfway, and within 10 seconds it was in the net, no?
Well, we Ridvan gave it the thing away near enough the halfway line against Kiev, and the boys in the net. I mean, they've got to realise that if you're going to be weak in possession in certain positions in the park, you're going to be a benefit to the opposition. And don't think they're no noticing the oppositions that you're playing. Don't think they're no noticing that. Leave him alone and let him get onto this ball. Let them target him for the ball. So don't mark him too tight just yet, because he'll spring an attack after him, because he'll not be able to do this, that, or the next thing. I know that's a bit pie in the sky or that sort of rationing. But it's the way you look at the game and say that's happened too often. But he has got moments of brilliance. He can't take it away from me. He really has got some moments of brilliance.
And he's definitely a talking point, isn't he? You know,
and he's a nice guy, and he doesn't bottle it, and he doesn't hide, and all the good things is true of him. It's all true of him. Mate. He never hides. He just stands there and smiles at everybody. He's a very intelligent guy for all accounts, and he's a nice guy, and he battles away. It's just a slight lack of quality. Mate.
Aye, come and join us 0141 356 1972 if you're making way to the game or you're planning to watch at home. These are thoughts on the team. Are you surprised? Is it 11 you thought it would be? Well, people, let's hear from you. I like Big Sterling in the team. I'm also glad if he's coming back from injury, we're building up his minutes, mate. Because what I want is when they're fit, they stay fit, all better, if that makes sense.
Oh, you're wanting big, long, extended periods of fitness. You're not just one game in, 2 games out, 1 game in, 2 out. No, I mean, you don't want that. Or if getting there 2 and 3 months at a time. You don't want all that carrying. We've had enough of it. We've seen it enough over the seasons. It's not just one season. You see it. We see it season after season after season. It's frustrating. You never actually know if you're making progress or your club's making progress or you've got a good or bad team because you've not got everybody available to make these decisions. But we do make decisions. We just see we don't win games no matter who's on the park. We're rubbish. That's the way we see it. But I'd like them all. I'm like Sterling. I like Sterling. I'm like you. I like Sterling. I think he's a great player, mate. I think he's a great player for Scottish football, put it that way. Whether he's going to be a great player in world football, I don't know. I don't know so much, but he's definitely got something about him. And I like him when he's on the park. You know he's on the park. You know what I mean? Some players that go on the park and you never see them, but he's no one of them. Again, where do we play him? So he's nursing him back anyway, so that's a good thing. And now you're starting to see him on the bench. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm looking forward to how he's going to work out where to play that boy.
Aye, it'll be interesting where it ends up. You know, I've made my views pretty clear on it, but I might be wrong. He could end up right back, you know, but he's played everywhere for us, you know. But listen, young Barron has been arguably a nice, consistent player pre-season in the first couple of real games, I'll be.
I'm enjoying that boy. I've enjoyed watching that boy. He is what I expect your youth players to be. That sort of enthusiasm, that sort of technical ability, that sort of stamina, that enthusiasm to get in about it. Great, good, a breath of fresh air for us, mate, to watch the boy. You're saying that's what you want. All using that academy, watch that boy. That's what we want. Get in there. In your own position, if you're a winger, wingers do, but he's a midfielder and he gets about that part, mate. He doesn't have to get about that part. Is he the answer? Is he going to make us a brilliant, brilliant team? I think he'll play his part. Mate. Given time, he'll play his part.
Talking about somebody who always plays his part. We've been joined by all Davey. Afternoon, David.
Good afternoon, guys. How you doing? I'm all right. I said to old school when I was talking to him, you know, he says, how you today, Dave? I said, well, I was having a good day. I heard that team. I just,
you don't like it?
Well, I think with regards to future conversations, I think, you know what I'm going to say here. I am baffled how that empty jersey can get a start again. I can't believe that. I really don't. I mean, what's he thinking?
I think what he's thinking, Davey. I think what he's thinking is he's got to use up 45 minutes of energy for the opposition, so that when he brings on these players coming back for injury, they've only 45 minutes to play. You know what I'm saying? And the energy is taken out the other team by Scott Wright supposed to be doing something to take the energy out of the team. But I don't think it does that, mate. I don't think it does that.
Well, if you think he gives you energy, I'm getting more energy than him. And I'm 75.
He's the opposite. He used to take energy out of the opposition.
To be fair, he's got a blue jersey, you've got a blue pill.
No, well, I get your point, Albert. I get your point, mate. But you look at our last 2 games, he's got a start. The last 2 games, he's been hooked. In the last 2 games, we've improved when he's not there. So does that not tell you something?
Davey, we never mentioned it deliberately to see how long it would take somebody 4 innings going in the medal. So
I really am. I don't usually get angry, but I am totally viewing about that.
There's 50,000 Rangers fans at Hampden. They wonder they'll say the same thing, Davey.
Don't get me wrong. I hope he proves me wrong. I hope he proves me wrong, but he never does.
I hope he proves us wrong. So, sorry, mate.
It's a strange one, mate. You know, that seems started the 3rd game this season. One header, I think. When he headed it back towards Dessers on Wednesday in the 2 games. I think that's all he's contributed, if I'm being honest. You know, but listen, let's see where it goes. I'll tell you, might get an explanation if you don't mind, champs. Get yourself a mute and we'll hear from the manager. Philip, come on.
Philippe, Motherwell in the Scottish Premiership this afternoon, the first game at Hampden for the squad. How are you and the group feeling ahead of this one?
Yeah, very excited because we want to make this our new home for the next couple of weeks. We don't know how long, so to get this interaction with our fans, to get results, to get the wins, and to get a good flow after Kiev also with a good result, a good performance. We want to continue on that. Of course, I need to look also towards Tuesday, so it's about making the right choices, about starting 11 and bringing players in along the way. But no, we're very motivated to get the 3 points.
You touch on that game in Kiev. How much can that performance, or how much momentum can the squad take from that performance and that result there?
Yeah, I think the momentum was there already. We had a hard pre-season. I wanted that to make them physically better and to play against good opponents also in the meantime. But the Kiev game, the momentum, okay, you can say you scored the last minute, but it could have been much earlier in the game. Their goalkeeper played a really good game, and it's just a good goalkeeper also. That's why he has also so many selections for national team. So yeah, you need to take the moments. The most important thing is that the team showed again that they kept belief until the last second, and that's what we demand, to keep on going and to take the moments. If it's the first minute of the game or the last minute, it doesn't matter. It's about keep continuing going hard to get the points that you deserve.
In terms of your team news today, Václav Černý and Robin Proper come in for their first starts for the club. Why is now the right time for that?
Because they're a little bit longer in the building, not long yet, like Robin, not a week yet. Václav now like 10 days, and they need to get rhythm also. So it's important to get the automatism with the other players, to get the experience together, and like this to build the squad.
In terms of Motherwell, what are you expecting from them this afternoon?
Yeah, the same as the last games against them. It's a very good organized team with 5 in the back, normally with Diamond in midfield with 4, and then one striker where like the 10 is following up very fast. So they will make the spaces really small. They will be very hungry for transition moments. So we need to be fast with moving the ball. We need to find spaces between the lines and behind the lines and create chances out of that. But we need to keep a good shape that we can take out these transitions. That's crucial against them.
Well, thanks for that. Yeah, well, listen, I'm really looking forward to seeing Černý playing today, yeah, and we'll see where that takes us. I think maximum an hour, Albert.
I think so, mate. I think so. He's rusty, so I'm expecting something, but I'm not expecting pull up trees or anything like that, mate. I'm expecting a bit better, but you got to give the boy a wee bit of time.
I've just got to say one thing before we go to Davey. There's always next week. Carry on, Davey.
I'll tell you one thing, Ox, you're good with the words. You're really good. And you get good time and you know when to put the boot in. Well, it's just I'm confident. I really am confident today. And even though I've got what I would say is I can't put it any words. I just can't. But I think if they can get a couple of goals a day and a good performance, I think will set us up good for Tuesday. That might be the reason when I was listening to his comments that he was saying about thinking about Tuesday as well. But I mean, he could be thinking about coming up Christmas. I still wouldn't play that guy.
You need to let it go, David. You need to let it go. I get it. I don't think you'll be alone. And we chatted about it before the show, and we thought, right, let's leave it alone and see if somebody comes in. And they did all that.
Very first comment, David. It's hard to explain, mate, but he's there, so it's just you're better just saying right. I know he's an empty shirt. Let's talk about the other 10.
Yeah, did I catch the team when you said Proper was playing?
Yeah, I'll get Albert to announce the team again. On you go, Albert.
I need to bring it up now. Here we go. Here. It's technical stuff, Davey. I'm no used to it.
You're all right. You're not alone.
I'm only a boy. I can't bring it on. Wait a minute. It's done something, so it's disappeared now.
Right, okay. It's Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Proper, Redvan, Diamandi, Barron, Lawrence, Wright, Tierney, and Dester. Substitutes: Kelly, Matondo, Dowell, Sterling, Jeffrey, Balogun, King, McCausland, and Danilo. There you go, David boy.
Yeah, I think we're starting to shape up a good squad here. It's just a matter of getting them to gel together. And that will all come, hopefully. As you said, we've got the cobwebs out the nightmares for last year. And it's a new start, so let's go on that.
Just for anybody who's joining us, Southside Super 6, there's always next week.
That's what he was meaning earlier on, Dave. That's what he was talking about earlier on. There's always next week, mate. There's always next week. It's the words he loves to say, mate. Let's not kid ourselves on here. Oh, there's the team up now. I'll fund the team again if anybody's interested.
No, you're all right. One job you've got.
I know. It's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible. No wonder I'm unemployable. Nobody wants to employ me.
All right, we've joined with Scott, Aussie chair. How are we doing, Aussie? Oh, he was there. Hopefully we'll be back in a second. You looking forward to seeing Proper, Davey?
Oh, of course, yeah. Well, it's got to be. I'm not giving a pop at who was there before that, but it's a step in the right direction. But I still think we should have done that a few years back. But no, I'm definitely looking to see him. I mean, the guy's got to be class if he's the captain of that team. And they've got a good pedigree, so I'm looking forward to it big time.
All right, hopefully he's with us now. Aussie, Jer, all right? Aussie, how we doing, mate?
Yeah. All right, mate. How's it going?
Yeah, good.
All good?
Good, mate. Good to hear from you, mate. What's your thoughts on the day? What's your thoughts on the team, mate?
Oh, it looks a pretty strong team today. I think it's probably the strongest we've been able to field so far this season. So, I mean, I know it's only early on, but still good to see a couple of new guys coming in.
Yeah, when you take it with the point with the new guys, there's Proper, Barron, Tierney. You know, it's 30% of your outfield players all better, isn't it?
It's too early to say yet, but we're starting to get there. You can see the change coming in now. It's slow, but you're right. It's 30%, and you have to own the subs. It's definitely heading there. We still need 2 or 3 players, to complete this version of the rebuild. It's even 3 players coming in is not going to complete it. But it's going to be in a stronger position for the next transfer window. And I don't mean the Christmas one or the New Year one. I mean the next summer. So hopefully you'll not be looking for another 12 players next summer. So the deal proves it. By the way, they've got to settle in. So don't be too harsh on them. We've got to win the game. Of course we have. That's what we're there today. But I'm going to cut them a bit of slack and say, right, okay, right, we'll settle with you, but win the game. If they win the game, no matter what the score, as long as they win the game, I'll be happy enough. We're a slight improvement for what we've done last time. So the Hearts game was an improvement for pre-season. I know it was nothing each, but it was an improvement for pre-season. And then the Kiev game was an improvement in the Hearts game. So if we get another wee improvement again in this game, and so on and so forth to the end of the season, I think we'll end up with not a bad team.
Yeah. And you come, Ozzy?
Yeah. Old Bear's right. I mean, we know that the change is gonna take time because of our finances, but it might. Those two extra players that Old Bear is saying that we need, they might come in if we qualify for Champions League, and hopefully fingers crossed we do, because it would be a massive boost to everyone.
I think this players got to go out before those players come in, mate. Yeah, I don't think the signing of players is a problem, mate. I think it's we can't have players sitting who are only contributing and you're paying twice, if that makes sense, Davey.
Oh, you're spot on, Oaks. It's going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's the only way it can happen. So we don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but hopefully that'll get dealt with. If no, well, we just got to go ahead with what we've got and let's march on. I think after the European result there, I think that should give them more confidence now than they ever had, and hopefully we'll see that on the part today. Plus, we've got all the Bears there, they're at backing. I would be totally bemused if we didn't get a result today.
Aye, I say strongly, but football doesn't work like that all the time, does it? Well, better.
No. You've got to remember, this is a new pitch that we're playing on as well. Motherwell and us. There's a few variables in here, so it's not a given that we're going to win this game. But I'm quietly confident we'll win the game. And the 2-3 players that I was referring to, Ozzy, was the 3 players out, and you'll get them in. But if we qualify for the Champions League, I think one of the players that you'll maybe see coming back in is Seema.
Yeah, I could see that happening. Yeah.
Was that your prediction, Olga?
Aye, I definitely think so, mate. I hope we get him before that. I hope it doesn't take to get qualified a chance to get Seema. I'd like to see Seema back, because I think he's a rare player. I think he's of a higher quality than we've got at the moment.
Would that be fair in Matondo? He would then become 5th choice centre with winger.
he gets any further down the ranks than we do in the dishes, I'm telling you.
Aye, big Seema. Aye. Listen, remember, he didn't start great and then he took off, and then his attitude, we loved his attitude. It just shows you can't judge right away, yeah, Davey?
Aye, you can't tell it, but I'll be a spot on. I would snap your hand off to get that man back again. As you have discussed, it's going to be a case of financially, if it's viable, and it's at the moment we don't know. We really don't know. If they're playing their cards close to the chest, but maybe that's a good thing. Maybe they'll come up with a wee surprise for us.
Maybe, but I do think players have to go, mate. Yeah, it makes sense.
Definitely.
Yeah, especially the ones on the contributing. Aye. So how do you see it panning out today, Ozzy, and who's going to be the big players?
Well, I hope Dessers gets another couple of goals. I mean, he gets a lot of stick, but he keeps putting in 100% every game. Every single minute that he plays, he puts in. And I mean, as we saw the other night, if he hadn't made that run, we wouldn't be as up as we are now. And it was a big boost that night. So I'm hoping that the new guys do start the show. I mean, I know it's pretty early, but it would be good to see.
Aye, it can help getting a good start, but it's not the be all and end all. But I accept your point. I want to see what Tierney's got. He's been okay without setting the head on fire. Then in one moment, we score a goal. Olga.
That's it. We spoke about it during the week. If it was about moments, you don't have to be 90 minutes of brilliance. As long as you contribute positively to a game, Create chances, score chances. We've been saying it with all the boys, and we say it with Cherny. Cherny proved the point very well. He didn't play particularly well. His touch, he looked rusty, but he produced that moment, mate. That one moment of quality, and bang! All of a sudden, we're all feeling a lot better. So I definitely think the rest of the boys could start learning lessons for these guys. They really should. And Ozzy's right, by the way. Big Dessers, he gives you the effort, mate. You can't fault his effort. He gives you his effort.
I don't think anybody has, mate. I don't think that's one thing that hasn't been criticised. He's been criticised. His chance.
Everything else.
His chance. His chance percentage. He's been maybe criticised about his touch, but I don't think people have ever questioned his attitude or his effort, mate. Is that fair, Ozzy?
Yeah. I mean, if you think about even Journey on the other night, it was his missed touch that created the chance that Dessa scored from. I mean, as I say, it's these moments. He grabbed that moment, and that's what Dessa needs to do: is grab the moment. That's what they all need to do: is grab the moment when it comes.
Yeah, you know what it's like, Dave. Davey, life's all about moments, isn't it?
I've had quite a few memorable ones. I can't. It's all like certificate.
You keep it clean, you.
That's what happens.
Be a special show one night.
That was 25 years working on it, really. No, but I seen that bit on YouTube about when he was getting his haircut. And he paid for the two boys his haircut. You know, that has took him up another 100 points in the good guy league. You know, it was brilliant. What a touch of class, you know, touch of class.
Ain't good to me, mate. I've no hair. I want a hair transplant. Like, pay for that.
All right, Ozzy, gonna put you on the spot. How's it going to go today?
I'm going for, as I said, a Dessa's double, and maybe Cherney with another, and maybe Scott Wright will get another. So I'm going 4-0.
Oh, you're brighten up there.
Well, it is handed. He does well at handed.
Good point. Oh, sorry about that. You should have done it. You should do it. It's no fair. All better.
It's too early in the season for me, mate, to start saying numbers. All I'm looking for is a victory. Any victory will do. The 4-0 Aussie Gerald do me nicely, mate. Thank you very much. But it's too early for me to say. I'd like to see the team first, a few games, and then I can get a feel for how they're going to attack, how they look, how they're settling in with each other. So any victory will do me today, mate. Honestly, any victory.
Aye, I see the rationale on that. David?
Yeah, I'm with Old Bear. Get the win, that's the main thing. I think Scott Wright will get a hat-trick. And the main thing is what I'm looking for as well, is no injuries. That's crucial, because we need that for Tuesday. And that they're a bit of a hammer thrower mob, you know, so hopefully we can come out with a win and a clean sheet and injury front.
See the frustrations with Scott Wright, and I've heard mine's often enough on here just before we finish up. Is it because we know he's got ability all bit?
I don't know. I think it's mere application, mate. We know he's got something. There is something about the boy. He's got a bit of pace, and he proved it in Birmingham in that friendly he could score a goal, and he's proved in the cup final he can score a goal. But his attitude stinks, mate. He runs about like a wee boy, like a shrinking violet. He doesn't look at the endeavours there that will to win and getting about it. Whereas Dessers does look like that. He'll get in about it. If he gets close enough to somebody, you know he's going to flatten them. Whereas Wright will know it, and Matondo will know it. They'll know put that effort and that dig in, that will to win, and that's why the Rangers support can't take to people like that. Like we Ridvan, you see him, the wee guy's small, wee demure, very small eye, but he's got dig and he'll try. Big Balogun, same thing. He's massive man, but you can see he's got the passion. We Bannon, passion. That's what we look. Diamondi, passion. Sterling, passion. These players we like. These players we take to. But if you're stunning out that wing or stunning in any position with that shrinking violet approach to the game, we can't go that, mate. Just can't go it. Be a Rangers player. To be a Rangers player, mate, you roll the sleeves up and you take them all on. Don't care who it is, you take them all on. Toe to toe, mate. Toe to toe.
All right, okay. Is that fair? Before we finish up, Davey, I know you came on and but Scott, right? Is that the frustrating thing? You've seen him run by players as if they're not there. We've seen him. He's quick. We've seen him score goals. No many. We've seen him score decent goals. You know. And is that the frustration, or is it just you just don't think he's good enough? Full stop.
Nah, bottom line is too inconsistent, and you can't be like that. And I mean inconsistent, and that just sums the guy up. You can go through all his, which is good, what he's bad at, blah blah blah. He's just inconsistent. You can't be like that playing for Rangers. You cannot be like.
There's an argument, David, to say he has got consistent. He's consistently bad.
I'll have a drink. I don't drink, but I'll have one on that.
I don't think that is. I think the case it's not a dog in the fight, it's a heart in the dug. And I don't think there's any heart, and I think there's similarities with Matondo, if I'm honest, Ozzy.
Well, is consistently inconsistent. Just like his B team mate that scored a hat trick. One of your favourites today. He scored a hat trick. Haji. He scored a hat trick for the B team today. Am I breaking up again?
No.
You're doing well, son. You're doing well.
I'll tell you, if Haji hadn't got an injury, Van Bronckhorst's first season, it'd been interesting to see how it pans out. Because obviously, Haji, I mustn't add my faults with Haji, but you couldn't say he didn't contribute. Yeah?
No, that's right. That's right.
You know, but listen, look, I hope we're all on here saying, wow, we got that wrong about Scott Wright, and nothing would please me more in some respects, but we'll see what it takes us. I'm hoping for a nice performance, albeit we won both halves and we play well.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice, mate. That'd be nice. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, last word for your good self, Ozzy. Good to hear from you, mate.
Oh, thanks for having me on the show, and enjoy the game, and hopefully the best team wins.
Yeah. Cheers, mate. Always good to hear from you.
Cheers, bud.
Davey.
Aye, always a pleasure. I'll probably catch up with you later on sometime, and you take care, and God bless the Rangers. Good afternoon.
Just for the record, Dave, Wendy's are looking a bit shabby. They've not been done since Wednesday, mate, so it's a bit kind of a thing.
What have you been up to, David? That Wendy cleaner's visited you twice. They've not been washed yet. What have you been up to?
Brilliant. I love it. Best show in town, guys. But there only is one show, and that's Rangers Radio.
I'll be a last one.
Good to be on with old Davey and Ozzy Jer yourself, mate. I enjoyed that, but it's all about a victory today, mate. Any victory, as I said, will do me. If we play well, bonus, mate. But steady progress. Come on, the Rangers.
Yeah. Thanks to Albert for doing the show, Davey and Ozzy Jer for joining us. Fox and Old School Blue for doing the technicals. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating a Rangers victory. Take it away, Old School Blue.